We are here with a match that we have been waiting for. We are here with a match between Infused and Evo.dota2. This is a GosuLeague Division 2 match, which means that we will see two games between these two teams. One game where Infused is on the Radiant side and Evo is on the Dire side, like they are now. And the next game, it will be swapped around, so everybody gets the chance to have, the Dire and the Radiant once. And you get a point for a win. Team with the most points at the end of the season wins the league, and we'll go on to Division 1. And this is actually Evo just came here to Division 2. They are relatively new, I believe, for this season, as Infused actually got dropped out from Division 1 because they ended lowest, so they drop out to Division 2 from 1. So this is newcomer meets it's like high meets low, kinda. It's not really in that words because that sounds kind of mean. But you know what I mean. That's the most important thing. We already have some bans. We have bans from a Lone Druid and a Bounty Hunter, as well as a Darkseer from Evo. And the next ban will also be going to Evo, as this is quite surprising so far. As in, we have a lot of bans now, as in Lone Druid and Bounty Hunter, that will enable a lot of heroes to still be going through to the bans and to the picks soon. For now, we have a Leshrac and a Lone Druid, and a Nature's Prophet being banned out, so Lycan's still in the pool. Never mind, Lycan out of the pool. Invoker is still in, of course, as well as a Broodmother if they want to go for that. Wagamama does like to play as Broodmother, and I believe once he said if they're not gonna ban out the Broodmother, then they will play it. But I'm not 100% sure if that still goes, because that was a while ago. And we will see, though, because that is the first one to be picked up here. And just noticed now that there's a lot of standards, and I just noticed now as well that I should still change the team names. I will do that now. We have Infused there, and we also have Evo.dota2 there. Sorry for that I didn't change that earlier, of course. Well, I kind of forgot. We have a Chen pickup for Infused as the first one. Might see an Enchantress pickup from Evo to counter that. To answer to that, also have a jungle hero. They might also instead go for an Enigma, also a very strong hero in the jungle, as in takes a lot of farm in that jungle, more than a Chen can do, at least, because Chen has to take creeps for himself, and Enigma can just kill them off, get some extra gold. So let's see if they are gonna pick that up, and if they're gonna maybe pick up an Invoker with that. I mean, the thing that you normally want to do if you pick up a jungle hero, you want to have a solo lane secured with that as well. So if you pick up a jungle hero, and you should normally pick up a solo lane as well. An Invoker is that kind of hero. You could do that if you want to have that one for yourself. But they are thinking about it. They're going into the reserve time for that one, as well. It's a very important pick. It basically determines the strategy that you want to go for. As we already know from Infused now that they are going to go for a semi-pushing strategy. They're going to go, there's the Enchantress and there's the Broodmother. So solo lane for them, as well as a jungle hero. No, not a real surprise there, as we did notice that Broodmother was still in the pool. And is Infused going to respond to that by picking up a Sand King or Tide Hunter? There goes the Sand King, counter to the Broodmother, as they will probably pick up here a solo lane still as well. Maybe even a support to go with that. Ooh, hello Wisp.
Dire team pick.
And I have to just mention here that it was Infused that said we are gonna change our play style. We are gonna be more aggressive, and Wisp is a good example for more aggressiveness potential for their game. Let's see if they're indeed what combination they're gonna make with that. Of course, so far there's a Sand King Wisp combination. But that's that's not that good. You still expect one hero from Infused with a lot of burst damage. That's basically what is needed, like maybe like an Ursa. Just throwing it out there. Could also get a level 1 Roshan, but then again, Ursa Wisp is kind of obvious that you're going to go for level 1 Roshan, and Evo probably knows that as well. So in that case, it's kind of risky. And then the Sand King, you rather have Earthshaker than instead, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they pick up together with that, because they will definitely get a combination with that, most likely. Yeah. Maybe a Chaos Knight. Could be a possibility too. But first, there's a pick going on for Evo. What are they going to pick up? Are they also going to be picking up a support? But they're thinking, what is a good counter for Wisp? Of course, everybody would say, well, Disruptor is a good counter to Wisp, but then again, Disruptor is only in the Captain's mode until tomorrow, most likely. So it's a bit uncertain right now. Which support are they gonna get? Are they even gonna get a support or getting something else? They're gonna go for Mirana. And I have to just mention here, with a Wisp is a 0 armor hero, and that's a very squishy hero, in case you were wondering. And Mirana's arrow is doing a lot there, and that could kill off the Wisp very fast if she actually managed to hit an arrow on the Wisp. But then again, she has to do that. Of course, it goes for a lot of heroes that get hit by the arrow. But we will see, though. At least, yeah, there goes the Chaos Knight ban out from Evo. They don't want to deal with the Wisp Chaos Knight combination, as the Shadow Demon is banned out for Infused together with the Bane. I mean, they don't want to deal with those disables that you can do in the middle of a team fight. They want to be able to have that Wisp fly around with a tether probably connected to a target so that they can stun everybody. And let's see which other combination Evo doesn't want to face. Do they want to face an? Are they gonna ban out an Ursa perhaps here even? I mean, they might be hesitant to face that combination. I'm not 100% sure. It's not really a ban I've ever seen before, ever. An Ursa ban, but it is Wisp Ursa is one of those combinations that, you know, it could work out great, it could work out bad. It's really it's really tricky. And of course, there is already a jungle hero for Infused. It's the Chen. So if there is a need in Ursa, he's not gonna go into the jungle. And they're gonna ban out the Windrunner instead, because they know that probably there's gonna be a dual lane with the Wisp as something else, and they still needed a solo lane. So banning out a safe solo lane. Queen of Pain is of course still in if they want that for a solo lane. If they want to pick that up and save their last surprise pick up for last, because it's gonna. I am expecting a surprise. I'm expecting to be surprised here by Infuse. Which hero are they gonna pick up? Maybe something like a Tiny. There's a solo lane hero. I was expecting a solo lane, so that's not the surprise I'm waiting for. But still, it's gonna be a solid mid hero for them. And I have to just notice, Invoker is still in the pool, not banned out yet. And by the way, Storm Spirit being picked up here, and we have a stand-in Blitz here, standing in for Infused, so he will be playing that Storm Spirit, as I am sure that if you're watching more streams during the day as well, you have seen Blitz play a Storm Spirit, and it is his signature hero. So that is his hero to play for today. And let's see how Evo is going to respond to that. Last night, I believe it was last night, the moment a Storm Spirit was picked up, it was bam, Doom in the pool. And that Storm Spirit was just not having a good time at all because he was like a Doom magnet the whole time. Let's see if Evo is going to pick up that Doom. Of course, if you do pick up that Doom, you have to fit him in your lineup, and that's just a very tricky thing to do if you already want a different strategy to go for. They pick up a Venomancer instead as their support. As it looks, maybe I have heard this say before, maybe a semi-tri-lane with a Venomancer, a Broodmother and an Enchantress, a lot of slow there, and then a lot of solo lane, and that could be turning into a very dangerous tri-lane. I have heard this particular lineup before. That's why I say that normally I don't expect Broodmother to be on a tri-lane at all. Or I'm counting Enchantress to the tri-lane, even though she's probably going to be then in the force if they're indeed going to go for that. But at least I just have to put it out there because there is a possibility they will go for that. It will all depend on the last hero they pick up. Reserve time coming for Infused. Which hero do they want to go with the Wisp? Which hero will they combine the Wisp to? With a lot of burst damage, it will be a dual lane. I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. I'm expecting to be surprised. I said that earlier. It should also be something that's going to be capable to carry them against. Oh, well, that's not the one I was hoping for. Okay, so I'm not really surprised. But perhaps we're going to see a Sand King together with a Wisp. It's at least not going to be the burst damage as I was hoping for, but it's going to be an Enigma, more solid pick. He will be possible to be a solo lane for them as well as he can just deny creeps, get that lane under control, and make sure that yeah, he gets that farm up and he gets that black hole because black hole epicenter is a possibility for them now. And yeah. Oh, sorry, I can't really hide my disappointment very well because, you know, I was kind of expecting, I was kind of hoping secretly for an Ursa or a Tiny or something like that, but shame. Of course, it might not be the best way to go. It's not a very secure way to do it because it's wow, that's the more surprising pick. Wow, sorry. Sven will be picked up here by Evo. I'm wondering if he's gonna be playing he's seemingly playing a carrier, so I don't think he's going to be on a solo lane, but then he will be, well, there will not be a tri-lane as I was expecting, semi-tri-lane, even though I said that. As we will go into the game right now, we'll see who is playing what, as I will switch overlays so that you'll see the whole map and not just, you know, the sidebars of it and stuff. Switch the map. I already tried once. Try it again. Yay! Works. As well, we're just waiting, waiting until everybody have picked up their hero, and so far that's. Oh, we see some heroes there on the side. 3 people have picked their heroes up so far. 14 seconds left. 11.
10 seconds.
And this means that 1 or 2 persons or more, 1 or more people have not picked up their hero yet. And I have to just point out that Evo used up all of their bonus time. They had only 1 second left, and then they picked a Sven. That's just yeah, and I'm not. It's maybe a bit of an impulse pick, but we will see how it works out for them. So let's see who's playing what for Infused. On the Radiant side, we have Wagamama on the Storm Spirit. So not as I was expecting, Blitz on the Storm Spirit, but it's gonna be Enigma that is being played by Blitz as a stand-in. We see Region playing the Wisp on the bottom lane. We see Chen being played by EGM. Not a Hex is gonna be playing the Sand King for Infused, and that will be the lineup for Infused as well, extra movement speed for them already. Always nice. And Infused, Wagamama already picking up his remnant. Throwing off some in his base. Testing out the feel of the... Wow, wait a second. Of the hotkeys. Rare weapon! The Wulderstron, the twin blade of the giants. Yeah, definitely. It's a huge blade. Just saying. It's probably taller than all of Sven himself. No wonder he needs 2 hands to hit it. Anyway, sorry. We're gonna see Destroy Us All playing the Sven for Evo, as I have no clue who this is otherwise, unfortunately this time, because I would have been told that people would have changed their name in the game, but apparently that's not the case. We see Mirana being played by Werner from Evo. EV is going to be playing the Enchantress on the bottom lane, as this is looking like a tri-lane, not a tri-lane I was expecting, but still a tri-lane nonetheless. So it's going to be Sven being played as a semi-support, while Mirana is being the one to carry here. And it's going to be Infused... Oh, sorry, it's going to be Broodmother, played by GoSuLeague in the middle. And he is not going to be facing that Sand King. And he is probably... Sand King is expecting to be facing the Broodmother here. So they might switch the lanes around based on this. It's going to be Venomancer that's going to have a solo lane on the top lane versus the Enigma. And no Broodmother as he was expecting to be here, so this will be a very tricky lane. Sand King is not able to farm here, and Wisp, I mean, he can help him, but he can't. He maybe can Wisp and take the last hits probably, but it's still. I mean, there can be a stun from the Sven, an arrow to follow it up if Mirana skills that, depending. She has not skilled anything yet, purely because of the possibility that there might be a first blood here. If Enchantress comes out of the jungle with a useful creep centaur there, I mean, a triple stun that could be, and that's just. That's not a very pretty lane to be in for the Sand King and Wisp. They were expecting a Broodmother there. But then again, the Storm Spirit versus Broodmother is not an unusual lineup either. I mean, his Remnant will be able to clear off the Spiralings, so should be fine in theory for now at least. Unless they really want to swap the lanes. And Enigma is going to be on the solo lane versus the Venomancer, as we saw earlier, by the way. And it's going to be blah blah few. Playing that Venomancer, landing a Gale already up on the Enigma. First blood going to the Chen, in the meantime in the jungle, killing off the Enchantress. In the meantime, we'll go back to the bottom, to the top lane, because Enigma in a lot of trouble is gonna eat a tree. It will be in time though. Looks like if Venomancer wants to dive this, is it gonna be in time? Self will make sure that he stays alive long enough for Venomancer to back off, because he's getting harassed too much. And just in time as well, as one more hit from the tower might have killed him. So the first blood was going to, well, the first kill was only on the bottom lane here, where Chen took the first kill on his nemesis Enchantress. Enchantress, who's already back into the jungle, will slow down the Chen. Actually, will slow down the Chen, and Enchantress did not steal the Centaur back, which was stolen by the Chen, by the way. Otherwise, he would not have that duration, and Sven will be pointed back by the Wisp into his lane. Nobody leaves this lane without permission of the Wisp. And now the Hex is feeling a bit more confident on last hit. He's 5 for 0 right now, and Mirana being 7 for 3. I mean, that's still very even, and especially for a melee hero versus someone like a ranged hero, that's something that you don't normally see. So you've seen, this is what you would normally see. You see more harassment coming out. Chen chasing Enchantress out of his forest once again, as in the middle lane. We still have the Broodmother versus the Storm Spirit. We have 20 for 1 up on the Storm Spirit. Of course, there's going to be Spiralings in that as well, don't forget. 8 for 1 up on the Broodmother so far. In the meantime, Enigma 6 for 4 here, while Venomancer is 10 for 2. Venomancer definitely getting the better of the lane, and even almost getting a kill. I mean, Enigma knows that if he's gonna get hit by that Gale, he might die. Burst strike in the meantime. Mirana taking some damage from the spirits as well. It's gonna leap away, will it be in time? No, here comes the champ. One test of phase will do the job. And there it is, not even a test of phase needed. Just a right click will do the job. And Sven running away for his life. His teammate already died. He does not want to die himself either. And the rest of Infused backing off once again. And that is 2-0 in favor of Infused right now, as they are definitely taking the advantage in this lane, in this bottom lane. Oh, the semi-tri lane versus the semi-tri lane. Might not be the lanes they were expecting, but still, they're doing okay. And of course, welcome up and getting that extra gold from those spylings. I mean, they say that, you know, you shouldn't count those, or at least 23 for 1. It sounds very good, but it's also spylings. But it is still spylings. The spylings do give money. It might not be as much as normal assets, but if he's gonna get a lot of spylings, that will definitely help him out, give him extra golden experience on that lane. As a tower on the bot lane already getting pressured here, and the spirits from the Wisp will make sure that everybody stays at bay. Actually, I say that, but there's a burst like Mirana going down! Killed off by the creeps is the last hit. Sven's gonna be on his way out, and that was just... He just walked right into there, walked right into those spirits from the Wisp, and that was a bad decision to make because he also came in range from the burst strike, and that was the 3rd kill for Infused right now, as they are taking the lead even stronger than they were before. In the meantime, Venomancer is finally able to get a kill up on the top lane, up on the Enigma with the help of the Enchantress. Sorry for missing that one. Enchantress had rotated to the top lane. We see Venomancer very low, but he will be healed up by the Nature's Intendants, which will leave Enchantress with only 145 mana left. But we'll be fine. She'll be able to go into the jungle afterwards again with her Centaur. There she goes, and Venomancer will be able to continue his farm. And there's a pause coming out from the Dire team. Storm Spirit is being surrounded by some spylings, but we'll be fine. Just give him extra gold. Look at that gold already. 4 spylings, 1 creep. And apparently it's not stand-ins for Evo, but they did not change their names. It's something that that has been asked from admins before, like if people want to have their name in the names that they have registered their team with. Otherwise, it's of course tricky. We see indeed. See, Eevee is blue core, so that's at least one. This is blue core. I changed his name. What? Lol. And we still see Sven with the wrong name. Well, you might see who that is soon enough. And that's odd. I normally see Bluecore as more of a carry hero. He has been playing for Evo more like the roles of Bounty Hunter, which we did see banned out by the way, and Ricky. So quite surprised to see him playing as that one. Oh well. Enigma is still is back in his lane. Is gonna continue keeping the lane at bay, or hopefully and not get caught out this time. As Enchantress is still on this top lane, actually looking for a kill, already getting stand out ready. The only thing that she needs to do is, oh, Gale does not hit, and that will not be a kill. If the Gale would have hit, that would have almost certainly been a kill. It will actually be a kill on the Eidolons, since they give some extra gold towards the team of the Dire. So yeah, so far Infused winning on the bottom lane, but Evo winning on the top lane, and the mid lane is quite even still. I say quite even, but well, of course we can't really check that. 27 last hit on the Brood Brother, definitely not bad, but 49 up on the Storm Spirit. But then again, a lot of Spylings as well. Getting some Spylings there again. Well, that was actually a creep. That's not Spylings. It's just free gold. It's just free gold, and if you're a Brood Mother, you should really be careful that you're feeding your opponent free gold, especially if it's a Storm Spirit. And there goes the deny for the regeneration rune. I'm not going to go to the Storm Spirit. It would be a very good rune to have for a Storm Spirit, as you all can agree, because then you would definitely be able to... Oh, hello. This time the Gale landed on the top lane. Same thing as the previous time, and this time Enigma is going to go down. Last it goes to the Enchantress. And that was, well, the same thing as the previous time. Like I said, this time just the difference was that the Gale hit. So secure kill. Did not get far. In the meantime, top lane, bottom lane actually, Arrow is going to miss from Mirana, and she's going to be backing off here. Very clever thing to do, and there's gonna be Spiralings helping trying to block Mirana in, actually. Oh, actually, yeah. They're of course the teammates of Mirana. They're gonna stand there to protect her from the spirits that were done, but yeah, should be fine. Spawning some extra Spiderites, Spiderlings. But oh well. Look at those spirits. They do a lot of damage. You should not underestimate spirit. There's Setter is there. Do they want to go for something? Do they want to go for burst? Like no. Nope.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, stun! Sand King's in range of the tower, taking an arrow as well as Sand King going down. In the meantime, Broodmother killing off the Chen actually. Where did he do that? It was here as well. It was with Spiderlings that Broodmother got the last hit up on the Chen. Quite surprising. Here comes another batch of Spiderlings. Here comes another batch of Spiderlings. This time they want to go for the Wisp. This time they want to go for the Wisp. Apparently, previous time this actually worked. Quite surprising, especially since the rest of his team was just killing off the Sand King instead. And Chen will be going into the jungle. Storm Spirit in the meantime killing out the Venomancer on the top lane where he went to. He was also gonna help, well, try to defend to the Enigma, but Enigma still goes down as Enchantress, the killer of Enigma, will go down and giving Wagamama a double killer on this top lane. 1400 gold for him as he already has his mana boost, probably building towards his Bloodstone. And yeah, 69 for 2 right now for him as he is doing great. Just taking out gold per minute. I will probably say a bit more than last hits right now as Chen is taking his role up in the middle lane to defend the tier 2 tower from being pressured. Let's take a look. We have Storm Spirit being on 438 gold per minute. That is a massive amount for only 8 minutes into the game with no towers down for them yet. Of course, there's one tower down already on the bottom lane. That's this one, but that's not for him. He did not get gold for that one, so massive difference there. As the highest up on the Dire is 355, up on the Venomancer, who has been farming solo on the top lane. And here comes maybe the first tower. Or at least getting pressured a bit by the Spiderlings. And Enigma is going to try to stop it, and he takes the Spiderlings home with him again. Broodmother will be able to keep them safe. Have to protect his babies. The gold graph fairly even, 5 for 5 for kills, and it's just slightly in favor of the Dire right now. Probably the difference between Broodmother and Venomancer being slightly high on the gold per minute graph, while the rest of the Radiant side, it's only Storm Spirit that are doing so good. The rest is still below the 250, around 250. This tower might drop soon too, being very, very, very low already. And being pressured, I mean the Sand King has got, it's been pushing here a lot. Together with the Wisp. And here they go again. Spirit's making sure that everything goes down. Look at that. Spiderlings go down. Pips go down. Free gold for everybody. Well, for Region then at least. This might actually turn into a tower if they want. And it's... Oh, here he goes. Wants to go into this middle lane. Storm Spirit here as well, and they want to go for Blitz here first. Is he gonna go down here? He is. Yes, he is. Broodmother taking the last hit with the Spiderling. Storm Spirit on the wrong side of the trees. Bull lightnings himself away to the other side of the trees as Chen still goes down as well. And in the meantime, bottom tower goes down as well. And of course, Wisp has been teleported back, takes a stun. Is he gonna go down here? Does a lot of damage with Epicenter being used. Does a lot of damage with his spirits to his enemies. Arana going down here as well. Sand King taking that kill for himself, so 1 for 1 here. As well, 2 kills. For 2 kills is Fen and Marana versus the Chen and an Enigma. That's and the tower, of course. The tower making the difference here, so going in favor of Infused for sure.
Dire's middle tower
and that's just something that I have to be very careful about. This Wisp can be anywhere, anytime. In 40 seconds she can do it again, and that's just going to be very confusing. And I feel like I'm losing my focus. I have to take another sip of drink, cause unless something's gonna happen here. No. Because otherwise I don't want to miss kills and stuff. Okay, missing kills is stupid. Makes you feel like an idiot. I don't want to feel like an idiot. Some harassment. Oh, gold, Spiderlings, free gold. It's really feeding Storm Spirit. Really, he already has his Perseverance complete, and Broodmother in the meantime he's not doing bad at all, but he's just not having as much farm as Wagamama because he doesn't have Spiderlings to kill off. And his Spiderlings are getting killed off. If it's not in the middle lane, it's on the bottom lane. Where we saw earlier Regen doing that. Oh, stun landing. Here comes Marana as well. Arrow will hit as well. Spirits do some damage to the Sven, but not enough to stop him from killing the Wisp. Destroy us all has destroyed the Wisp. And pretty safe as well. I mean, there was just a stun and arrow, and that's a combination that the Wisp is just very scary about. In the meantime, TP in from the Broodmother to the top lane where Chen is gonna get slowed. He's gonna take some impetus damage, and here comes Enigma as well, looking for a black hole. Does a Malefice on the Venomancer. He's not gonna get a black hole yet though. He's gonna try to TP out of this one. Is he gonna be able to do it in time? Yes, he is. He will be able to stay alive. Not like the Chen though, because Chen indeed went down. Venomancer is still very low. He's gonna be able to back off as well. Storm Spirit is not gonna be able to chase him up. 4 heroes of the Dire side on the top lane, and Wagamama was the only one left there after the Chen already died to the Enchantress. And that was not where he wanted to be. Even though he might have gotten the kill on the Venomancer, but that would not have been worth dying for. Well, even though one might argue that, but yeah, it would not have been. It's more gold for Wagamama on the Storm Spirit. See the gold graph going towards in favor of the Dire, but now Chen went down. That's still going towards a bit, yeah, favor of the Radiant, that is. But yeah, it's just so little. It's just so little. This is 13 minutes in, 700 gold difference. It's really nothing. Towers are even, kills are almost even. Of course, one in favor of the Dire right now, but still, it's very even. Apparently, Jessam is the Sven.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Comes the TP in from Mirana, wants to defend their tier 2 to tier 1 tower. But there's 4 heroes of Infused here though. Almost 5 even, as Enigma's close by. And, another Hex making some fun. The admins want to use, want to know which heroes, which players are in the game. Oh, another Hex, ready for it. Ready for an epicenter burst strike. Here comes the epicenter, and there's a blinking burst strike. Hits on the Venomancer. Venomancer going down, most likely getting stunned also by the Wind. Sandkin taking the last hit. Vortex up on the Broodmother, who is probably gonna go down here as well. Or is he? He still wants to take the Chen with him, but is not gonna be able to do his burst strike. Hits on 3. Black hole hits on 3. Team wipe for Evo right now, as that fight just went so towards Infused. It was just, they had everything sorted. They had the blink burrow strike, they had a vortex up on the Broodmother who was slightly overextending the rest of his team. A burrow strike on three people who were so clumped up that it was an opportunity for a black hole. That Blitz was not able to let it pass by, and that was definitely a good fight for them, as they will take a tier 2 tower for that as well. As they just took down a tier 1 as well, so that is 2 towers and a team wipe.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, that's just a good price to get for that team wipe that they just managed to pull off. Oh, Sand King wants to go for more though. Here comes here comes Storm Spirit as well. Arrow will not hit there, and Sand King will go down, not getting sent home in time enough by AGM to be home safe, as Enigma's gonna run away from this one. Quite safe. Wisp is still there though for 6 seconds, but those 6 seconds he won't be able to stay alive. Venomancer taking the last hit. He TP'd in hoping he could do something, but the rest of the team has already backed off, so no kill for them. That was slightly an overextension, and probably should not have happened. Sand King should not have gone in. He could have blinked away in time to be able to prevent that from happening, but then again they might have had a kill out of that as well. If they, well, maybe. They could have... It could have gone the other way as well if they were more prepared for it, but it looked like it to be a one-man decision, and it was a bit untimely indeed. Storm Spirit has completed his Bloodstone now, 15 minutes in. So yeah, having some great farm here. That is to be expected. As the tier 1 tower is gonna get pressured. They can't really do a lot anymore. I mean, they have used all their ultimate and will not be able to do anything, as the arrow will fly past Storm Spirit and not hit him. And the Knight, actually the tower gets denied by the Storm Spirit. Great job for him. As he's gonna bottle a regeneration rune as well. In the meantime, TP on the top lane looks like the last, well, looks like actually they want to go for the tower here as well. They're tier 2 tower this time though. Enigma and Sand King. Sand King has his epicenter once again, but Black Hole still 1 minute in. Burst strike upon the Mirana. There comes Storm Spirit. Vortex, Mirana taken down. Wagamama taking the last hit. Mega kill for him. TP in from the Venomancer, as he does not want their tier 1 tower to go down. A blink on the Enchantress. Wisp is there as well. Actually, the Tether is already gone because the Vortex was too far. And Enchantress, is he going to be able to get away from this one? I don't think so. Wisp taking the last hit with one of his spirits, and he only has 1 spirit left. Quite sad. 40 seconds left until Enigma has his black hole again. As he went for a blink dagger first. I mean, it's not really a build that we lately see. Mostly we see them go for Oh, they blinked this to the top lane. Wait a second, Broodmother taking a vortex, taking a stun first, like epicenter being used, and there goes one, and there goes two, and there goes three, and that is 3 heroes down on the top lane where Sven went down, where Broodmother went down, and Venomancer as well, and that's gonna be a tier 1 tower going towards Infused. And I was gonna say that normally Enigmas go for, or lately the Enigmas have been going for 4 mechanisms as a first item, but that's just that Blink Dagger. Getting that extra teamfight dominance that they already have with the Sand King Blink Dagger Burrow Strike is just very important to have, especially since you don't want that Broodmother to continue to get farm, you don't want that Mirana to get farm, you just want to continue taking those teamfights. They don't really have a hard carry for really late game. Of course, Storm Spirit is able to do that, but at some point he will be at his peak and he won't be able to have that much control anymore, especially, for example, if the Dire side picks up some BKBs. So they just want to keep the control over the game and keep that gold flowing and keep the enemy shut down. As we have a disconnect from Evo, so we will have a pause for that one. And yeah, I mean the carry potential of Mirana is probably in the end bigger than the ones of the Storm Spirit if you count really late game. But if you don't let Mirana get big, I mean if you kill her off every time and emit every time, I mean like she has already died 6 times so far. That's just something that Evo can't afford for themselves. They need to get that Mirana bigger because that is their ticket out. That is their ticket towards the victory. As so far she's 0 to 6, is not doing all that great. She's level 9 still, same level as the Enchantress and the Sven, which are the supports. Of course she was on a tri-lane with them, but they apparently have shared experience with her, so she is level 9, same level as the Chen as well, and the rest of the Radiant so much higher. She is, I mean, if we look, we see 2 level 11, a level 12 and a level 14. Highest level up on the Dire is level 11 on the Venomance. Actually, what level is the Broodmother? She's level 11 as well. So 2 level 11s up on the Dire, but Wisp and Enigma level 11 as well, and the rest higher apart from this fan. It's Chen, sorry. It's a massive difference, and we are gonna see that back in the experience graph. Bam! Look at that team fight. This was a team wipe. This was a team wipe. This was the fight on the top lane, and that's just a massive amount of experience. Game crashed apparently, and we will be ready to go as we have it on pause once again, and the tier 2 tower is gonna drop here most likely. There's not gonna be anybody from Evo to defend that, and they can't really do that either. I mean, they can't really go in. We have a Sand King being sent back home. Still has a burst strike to try to get it, see if he can get a last hit. He couldn't though. TP out from Storm Spirit. And that's going back into the jungle as well. He still has his black hole, by the way. In the meantime, Storm Spirit wanting to go for Enchantress. Still has his Vortex, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And that's gonna be a kill most likely. Bluecourt trying what he can with his Nature's Attendance, but it's not gonna be enough. And that is gonna be a kill for the Storm Spirit. Wicked sick for him right now, as he is out of mana, out of bottle charges as well. But he still wants to go for this Venomancer. Is there gonna be a Burst Strike? Is it gonna be a blink and a burst strike? That is for sure. And there goes the Venomancer. Still lands a kill, but there's a vortex. Malefice from Enigma pops out of nowhere, and that is gonna be Enigma taking last hit. He is dominating right now, 20 for 13. As well, I just wanted to point out earlier that Storm Spirit Wagamama is 7 for 0, and at 3k gold as well, is doing amazing on his Storm Spirit. Of course, he did have that lane in the mid lane where he was just not able to get killed off by a Broodmother, and he got that extra farm from the Spiderlings as well. And there goes another tier 2 tower. And that's actually the last tier 2 tower in the game, because the mid one was already gone. Last tier tower in the game on the Dire side, that is. And Enigma building towards this BKB, already got his Ogre Club once, of course, that BKB, just to make sure that he can, when he does so, when he casts his Black Hole, he cannot be interrupted. And it looks like Roshan is going to be taken care of here, as he should be going down quite fairly, quite easily. Of course, there's a Chen with some creeps as well, and they can tank up the Roshan if really needed. And it looks like Evo knows that that's happening, though. They might be, I mean, they have a ward there. They might be trying to take a team fight there. Of course, there's Black Hole, and what are you doing? He has a blink. He's ready for it. Arrow will fly. Hit on Roshan though. Actually helps them. Storm Spirit taking the last hit. And then they're gonna go. Storm Spirit's going to go at least. Mirana's ultimate will make sure that they probably will be saved. Though Mirana, no! Trying to CP out, getting a Vortex, getting a Burst Strike. Gale goes through, but it does not help his teammate Mirana anymore as Mirana goes down to the Wisp. Still slows them down though, but Venomous is gonna be on the run for his life, and he will be taking it as well, and then he will be staying alive. In the meantime, mid lane will be pressured. Mirana is dead. That's the prize of yeah, the prize. That's their carry, and it's like the one that they need to push this out. The hero that they need in the meantime. Broodmother was barely able to get away from that one. It's very low on HP. Picked up as the Orchid though. Will be helpful to take down the Storm Spirit if they want to, if they find that they're comfortable with. Because they will just be able to silence him so that he can't bolt lightning away, which is normally the risk that you have. Spirits are gonna do some harassment. And it looks like Infused backing off for now. They still have the black hole, they still have the black hole. Epicenter has been used, but that's the black hole's still there. And they might just want to go for that. At least Mohammed. There goes the initiation. Vortex there, Burrow Strike there. Black hole catches 4 heroes. 4 Evo, there's one going down, Broodmother already going down, Hand of God going through as well as the mechanism for the Radiant side, but Jen going down still, again, a Burrow Strike hitting 3, and that is only Mirana left alive, and there is Mirana on the run. Is he gonna go down? There's no Mirana left on the Storm Spirit, only right clicking is what he can do. Is it gonna be enough? Yeah, there's the kill. There is the kill, and that is gonna be a team wipe. Once again, where only Chen was taken down on the Radiant side, but only after he did his Hand of God, he did his mechanism. That's basically Chen's job done. That's his job done, so if he dies afterwards, that is fine. And we have a GG call from Evo, and we will be going towards the next game because Evo thinks, okay, we are not going to be able to take this. And we have a lot of disconnects instantly, as this is a game for GosuLeague Division 2. And this game, as a GosuLeague Division 2, you have 2 games between each team, and we will see the second game between these 2 teams, and you know, each team gets a point for a win. Same thing I said at the start of the game, so I'm not going to repeat myself there. If you want to find out more about GosuLeague Division 2, go check out GosuGamers.net/Dota2, and you will be able to click on the link GosuLeague Division 2 or Division 1 if you're interested in that one. And there we go, Throne exploding. We will see the end screen soon enough. My name is Sheever. I'm a GosuGamers caster. You can find more information about me on SheeverGaming.com. Where you can follow me on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. And we will be jumping ourselves into the next game after I've given you some time to check out this scoreboard to see, well, some of the stats that you might be interested in. If you are interested in that, Boot to Travel up on the Sand King. That's something that I did not see yet, for example. We did see him with a lot of gold though. Vanguard up on the Sand King. And there we go. So, stay tuned, we're gonna have game 2.